night howling is rolling in. The veil is getting thin. Ghosts and ghouls begin to rise, howling at the moonlit skies. Don't you dare to hide your eyes. Let the night erase your fears. Settle in for thrills and chills. Laughter echoes through the years. The end and trail light the way. Shadows dance in disarray. With a laugh they'll guide you through the paranormal view. Raise your voice, let the chaos brew. Every scream they'll see you through. Step inside, the unknown's alive. Paranormal view. Cobwebs cling to midnight air. Whispers float from nowhere. Rattling chains and phantom sighs. Mischief gleams in glowing eyes. No need to run, no need to fight. Let the spirits take the stage. They'll spin a tale of spooky delight to turn the page. Right trio light the way. Shadows dance in disarray. With a laugh they'll guide you through the paranormal view. Raise your voice, let the chaos brew. Every scream they'll see you through. Step inside, the unknown's alive. Paranormal view. When the clock strikes dread, hear the laughter spread. Lee's got jokes, Andrea's charm. Safety's in their arms. Through the fog, the fireflies gleam. Nightmares twist into a dream. Paranormal views the scene where nothing's what it seems. Leanne and Drea light the way. Shadow dance in disarray. With a laugh they'll guide you through the paranormal view. Raise your voice, let the chaos brew. Every scream they'll see you through. Step aside, the unknown's alive. Paranormal view.
Good evening, ghosts and ghouls, and how we all doing? Welcome to the show with all the hot topics. Welcome to Paranormal View. I'm your host, Lee. How we all doing? You had a good weekend? Have you had a good weekend? Just wait for a few more to get in. And we've got an interesting one for you tonight. Yes. First and foremost, is the audio okay? Is the video okay? I've got to do the stream bot. That's just reminded me. Give me 2 seconds. So we should have boom. And then we should have, yep, there we go. And we should have boom. There we go. We are good, we are good, we are good. So, what is tonight's stream about? Friday Night's Invest. You've got pictures, videos, stories, everything. It's all mixed tonight. Yeah. So first of all, we'll do our shout outs like we always do. So we have... Hi Gina, hi Craig, hi Isabel, hi Phoenix, hi Caroline, hi Andrea babe, hi Nan, hi Mum, and hi to everyone else who's watching. Yeah, we enjoyed it to a degree. I whinged a lot. I literally did, and you'll find out why. There might be a lot of sounds tonight as well, as in me pressing the buttons for reasons. You'll see. You'll see why. So, let's get this started. So, bear with me. There we go. Let's do this one first. Would help if I moved this over here. Let's move that there. Let's move the cam to there. Right, hang on, it's not showing me image yet. For some reason. There we go. So, can everyone see that image? Is that image good? Is that image good? Da, 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 da. Stay. Thank you. There we go. I pressed wrong thing. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Hi, Nan. Hi. So, first of all, the first picture. Welcome to Newsham Park. That's the back of the building, not the front of the building. You've seen the front of the building in the thumbnail. So from that, we should have another picture. Now, I'm going to start from the very, very beginning. Oh, I'm pressing buttons. I'm pressing, there we go. So that first image is near the morgue. I'm just here, from here through this doorway in here, I kept feeling like cold breezes, and there's nowhere a cold breeze could come from. So my mother walked up and Andrea walked up, and they both felt it with me. Even the member of the team felt it with me. It was very strange, very, very strange to feel a constant cold breeze. And it was constant. It weren't like going through the hall or anything. It was just constant. Very, very weird. From that, we have another picture of it. Which, let's see if we can see anything. Let's zoom in, see if we can see anything. I don't see anything, so that's a no. Next one. Now, this was a creepy room, this. This was a bit of a creepy one, this room. Very, very creepy. Old dollar. An old dollar. I call them dollies, not trolleys. before anyone says anything. But yeah, that probably is a light flare off the torch, so don't worry about that. But yeah, that's another bit. Now this room, I don't know what it was. It was like a little kitchen tea area. It was really, really weird. Oh, trust me. It gets good. There's some really good pictures on this. But it was... Someone stood on my cat ball. I bought a cat ball there and someone stood on it. I wasn't happy. Now, once I've shown all the pictures and everything, I'll explain my thoughts and opinions on the building itself. Oh, the building's haunted, active. But I'll explain the rest. So from here, this room gets interesting in a bit, and you'll see why when there's a video with Andrea, and you'll see why. I sat in this room for a bit. It was all right. It was all right. If you do see anything on the pictures, say it in chat. Let me know in chat. Because at the minute, I'm not seeing anything out the unusual. But you'll see. You'll see in a minute the stairwell, and trust me when I tell you, it was huge. I was knackered. Andrea was like, but we did it. We did it. Same room again. Very strange room, this one. But this is right next to a morgue. This ain't the morgue. This is right next to the morgue. Unfortunately, you can't get in it, apparently. The thingy's broke. The roof caved in, so apparently you can't get in it. Now, what's this? This is an image I think my mother sent me. I think she's on about here. Which my mum kept saying she's seen a little boy up here smiling. If my mum was here, she'd be able to explain what that is. It's very, very weird, this area. But that goes, look at this, watch. That's just the first flight. Then you got second flight. Then you got third flight. Then you got fourth flight. Then you got fifth flight. Then you got, hang on. Then you got sixth flight, and it just goes up and up and up and up and up. Trust me, it just goes up. There you go. There you go. Better image of how far it goes up. We stayed in this area, though, because how active it was when we went down there. So we stayed in this area when we went off on our own. Now, don't get me wrong. We went to other parts of the building during the whole night, but when we got just us, this is the spot we hit. And really, really good. Now, I can't say the person who I picked up on and who I felt, because I felt rage and anger, but it's a very notorious serial unaliver. Yeah, and a PDF file. Yeah. He was housed in here. So, I think this is another photo my mum took, and I think she took this. I don't know what that is, though. That looks like a little, to me, something inhuman. But also I see a little face there. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's change the exposure. Let's have a look at the exposure. Right, so if we go on to edit. Bear with it. Right, so if we go on to... Here we go. brightness. Turn the brightness right up. Oh, I'm seeing more of a face there. Oh. Oh, yes. Turn that back down to there. Shadows, any shadow? There we go. So let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, I see a face there. Definitely see a face there. I don't know what that is, though. That's boggling my mind, this one here. But that is definitely a face. Ooh. So let's get to the next one. So this is the same image. I mean, Mum sees another face here. I'm taking it. Let's have a look again. Let's change the brightness up. Let's do the exposure again. Let's get the contrast up. Highlights. Shadows. There we go. Warmth. Oh, that's making something look a lot better. Sharpness. Ugh. Press wrong thing. Tint. So let's zoom in a bit. I see a woman face. That's what I see, a woman face with a big conker of a nose. I see a big conker of a nose. Like that. That's what I see anyway. Good photo, that one. Both these photos are both Andrea and my mum. They both took loads of photos and videos, so credit goes to them. I don't know what this picture is meant to be, but obviously you can tell who that is. You can tell who that is. And that's the lovely Andrea right there. So let's have a look. Let's zoom in and have a look. Let's exposure it, shall we? This is one of the aims of what I was planning to do tonight, is let you guys see it in real time. So brightness. Let's zoom in a bit more. Let's do a bit of contrast. Let's get the contrast really high. Highlights, anything? That's not making a bit of a difference. Shadows. Don't need that. Situation. There we go. Warmth. Turn it up to there. Tint. Turn that up to there. Sharpness. No. So let's see. I don't see anything on this one particular. Now, I could say, oh, that's a face right there, but that's pareidolia. I'm making it out of a brick. So, what's the blue-green, almost like a shirt to the left? Where? On this photo? On this photo or this photo? Because if you're on about this, that's an exit light that. That is an exit light right there. And no, I didn't poop myself. Before anyone says anything, I did not poop myself. Before anyone says anything. So let's have a look in here. Is that same cat ball? Or is that a different cat ball? I don't see anything on that one. Next one. Same kind of photo. Don't see anything in that either. See, look. Now we've got a light image. It's an exit. It's like an exit sign thing. Yes, they had cages around here, and the reason they had cages is obviously unaliving cages. Nearly said the word I'm not supposed to then. Let's have a look. Can we see anything over here? Hang on, what's that? That looks like a face, but I don't want to say it's a face. Let's look at the exposure. So if we zoom in, right? Let's keep getting it in. There. I see it there. So let's have a look. Here we go. Brightness. Well, I don't know. That does look like a woman's face. Now I'm getting this up a bit. I'm seeing a face. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely seeing a woman's face. I'm seeing a woman's face right there. Ooh, good capture, that. Could be a nurse, that. It's a good capture. Holy Grail. So I'll leave that there a minute. It's a good photo, that. I don't know who took this one, my mum or Andrea. That's a really, really good photo, that. So let's move along to the next one. Now, this could just be light flare here, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't say anything. But let's zoom in and look anyway. See, I could make a face there, but that's pareidolia, I'm telling you now. Oh. That looks like a neck, a face, shoulders. Do you know, I've never recognized this the other night. Let's zoom in a bit more. Let's get the contrast up, shall we? No, contrast. Brightness. Oh, that looks like a man stood there. Oh, I didn't see that beforehand. Oh. That's a man. Damn. That's a man. Because he's got like a mustache. I see a mustache right there. That is really good. Wow. So that to me looks like, do you know, a gown a patient would wear with the white t-shirt underneath, neck, eyes, like a handlebar mustache. I never noticed that. Like he's watching. See? I knew this stream would come in under. That is a really good photo. See if I can get the sharpness up a bit. I am definitely seeing a man. Definitely seeing a man. That is really good. Pat on the back to me, Andrea and my mum for doing this. That is a good photo. I can even see the ear. The ear right there. I can see the ear. If I zoom out, I see the ear right there. That is amazing. Oh, I'm going to have to go through these more and edit them and proper look. There'll be nothing on that one. I don't think there'll be anything on that one. So here we go again. So it looks like we're constantly being watched. Oh, we might be able to rule out the man. Might be able to because it's there again. It must be something to do with the building. That might... because it's still there, I can't say. So it might not be a man. We might have to debunk that one. We may have to debunk the man. That looks like a face, though. But yet again, pareidolia. So let's look. Hang on. Let's look. Yeah, that's not a man. There we go. We got it clearer now. It's not a man. There we go. Debunked. It's not a man. So, there's that. So let's zoom back out. Let's go to that photo where I said I thought I seen a face. So there's that one, right? Now I don't see that face. So we could, I'm not saying definite, we could possibly rule that as a face. So let's see how pareidolia works, though. That's something that could be nothing. Makes it look like it could be something. Damn, that looks so real. But it looked like it had the thing on. That's what threw me. Let's turn that up a bit. Saturation, warmth, tint. Let's keep that there. Now that does look like a face. Looks like a child, if I'm honest. That looks like a child. That does look like a child, though. Up to the people to decide. There is one that's coming up, though, and it's brilliant. Trust me. See, now I'm looking there. Is it a... Hang on. Let me zoom back a bit. Let me go back a bit. Where we thought we seen the man. So it would have been this one. No, it wouldn't have been that one. Which one was it? See, there, it looks like a man. But there you can clearly see what it is. Debunked. Debunked. Right, so we want... See, that face ain't there now. I'm not seeing that face that was there. That I would class as light flare, to be honest. See, because that face ain't there now. That's what's making me think. So let's go back a bit. It's on this one. Yeah, that's not there. Watch. Watch. Look, keep your eyes on this. This here. Don't worry about this. That's what I'm thinking is the face. Now keep your eyes on this. That's there. But where's the face? Where's the face? That's there. But where's the face? So let's go back again. Let's get it again. Now let's zoom back again. Interesting. Can't definitely say, but interesting nonetheless. I'm seeing nothing on that one. Now this one, right, so look here. Look here. Look here. Look at where this is pointing. Nothing there, is there? Nothing. Ready? You tell me what you see. I'm intrigued to see what people see here, because I know what I see. Let's see what people see. Right, I've given you enough time to say what you see. A lot of these photos are taken right next to each other. Literally. Right? Now, this is where it gets interesting because I've shown everyone. And a lot of people are saying the exact same as I'm saying. Let's get the exposure up. Get the contrast there. Get the shadows up. You ready to see what I'm seeing? Eyes, eye, nose, chin, mouth. That to me is a head of a man. This one has boggled my mind. Now there's another one coming up in a bit, and wow. This is one of my mum's. I know this one's definitely one of my mum's. The one later on is Andrea's. But that is a man. That's the neck, I would say. He looked almost disfigured in a way, I would like to say. He's disfigured. Very disfigured, I would say. Even to the head shape, disfigured. Now, I shown that to the team members who were there, and all of them agreed. They agreed that's a man. I have looked at this photo over and over again. Me and Andrea have looked at this photo over and over again. That's a man. There's no two ways about it. That could even be considered a mustache there. But that is really fascinating, because watch. Ready? That's taken seconds before. That is taken. Look. There. Taken literally seconds before. Let's carry on. See, another photo. Not there now. Gone. That I would class as light flare there. Let's have a look if we see anything on here. See, with the paint coming off the building, it's a lot of things could be classed as pareidolia. Now that's interesting. That is rather interesting. That beam of light. That's not lens flare. I'll tell you that now. That is not lens flare. It would have to bounce off that or that for it to be lens flare. The streak of light. Now that I could consider lens flare. Not that. See, but with a light flare, you'd have to bounce off that and that. And there's no windows in here. Because I can show you loads of photos that are like that. And that's not there. So let's look at this one. That could be something, but I don't want to definitely say it is. Let's have a look at this one. Concentration is on my face now, trying to decide. See how easily that could be interpreted as a man now. Damn, that was good as well. Oh, hang on. I don't see anything in there. Don't really see anything on that one. See, these are all back to back and that face ain't there again. You on about this? Nah, I don't believe it's a face. I believe it could be in just pixelated. See, look. Lens flare. There's no streak of light off it. No streak of light. There's no streak of light off that. So that says it all. Can't be lens flare. Which barrier? I've gone back to it. Which one? Where am I looking? I don't know where we're looking. Where is I looking here? Because personally, I don't see anything on here. What, where it is now? Oh, back up here. Because personally, I don't see anything on this one. Yet again, like I said, anything on here could be manipulated as here. So that would be the middle of the photo or there. So it would have to be there or there. I do not see anything. No, I am not seeing anything, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I am not seeing anything, unfortunately. No, I'm not seeing anything. Pareidolia. See, I could say that's a face, because it looks like it's got two eyes. But yeah, again. Pareidolia. So let's get on to the next. Excuse all our things. Excuse all our things. You know, excuse them. Oh. You're not seeing anything on this one either. Still not pooped. Still not me. Tell you what, we'll turn the brightness on this in a sec. Let's get here. Let's get on to the edit. Shadows. Warmth. Saturation. Tint. Nah, I'm still not seeing anything in there. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything there. There was something there, though, because I felt the cold spots. I know what I felt. But there's nothing, unfortunately, there. See, I could say, that's a face. But to me, that's pareidolia. I'm thinking it's something it's not. Where'd that go? I don't see anything on this one. Not seeing anything there, sorry. See, because the building's like that, it's hard to say what's what. That's where your problem lies. Let's looky again, shall we? Let's get my concentration eyes on this. Nope. A lot of it was taken up here because my mum kept thinking she sent a child here. No, I'm not seeing anything there. You're just hoping for that one photo. See how that head's never there again. I just don't see anything. It's like here. I was hoping a picture would have been caught of something here. But I just don't see anything stood there. No matter how much I tried looking, I can't see anything. That's frustrating because that's where I seen the cold spot. Even though it seems a bit darker there, I can't say, oh, that's paranormal. Unfortunately, I can't. And then we go back to the stairs again. There are more pictures of different areas, don't worry. Here we go. Right. Look at this photo. I'll give you a minute or two. I'll give you a second. Tell you what, give me a minute. There we go. Because I am going... I'll let you look at this a minute, because I'm going to go use the little boy's room a second. So take a look. Figure it out. When I come back, you tell me where you think you see what I see.
Late night whispers crack the air, shadows creeping everywhere. Lee speaks of the cow long gone. Andrea laughs, the night moves on. We're the king and queen of the strange. Voices from beyond rearrange. Tune in now, don't look away. Paranormal views here to stay. Ghosts and ghouls, they make their mark. Tales that linger in the dark. A show that chills right to the bone. Welcome here, you're not alone. We're the king and queen of the strange. Voices from beyond rearrange. Tune in now, don't look away. Paranormal views here to stay. Good cow stories echo loud, haunting laughs among the crowd. Andrea smiles, Lee's on fire. The unknown feeds our desire. We're the king and queen of the strange.
I have returned. So, you're saying there's a shadow right at the far end of the corner? Is there something about the doorway on the left? You ready? So first of all, let's get the image up. tell me what that is. I want y'all's opinions. What's that? Let's see how many people see what that is. I'll just give everyone a few seconds to type in what they think that is. I'll let everyone get their comments in. Tell me what you think it is. Boo 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 doo 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 do 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 do. Yes, you would be correct. That's a crucifix. But guess what? There's no crucifix on that wall. Not even a painting, image, physical, nothing. And opposite it, there's nothing there. We walked down that hall. There's nothing there. So why would a cross be showing randomly there if there's nothing that can reflect it? Nothing that can show it? Now, you all are saying you see something. Are we talking about this? Are we talking about this right here? Is this what people are seeing? Because I'll tell you what. Are you ready? Let's do our contrast, because I've already done this once. I did this the day after. Let's get the brightness up. Let's get the exposure up. Let's get that up. Let's get that up. Let's get that up. Let's get the saturation up. Let's get the warmth up. Let's get the maybe the tint a tiny bit up. Maybe the shot. Oh no, never mind. I see an inhuman figure is what I see. I see eyes, head, body, but my mother reckons it's stood behind something here, which there's no chair there, but when you zoom out, looks like a chair. Now, I'm going to explain why some of these things, there's a reason some of these things look inhuman, and I'll explain it in a bit why some of these things look inhuman. See, and this is the difference. We don't need to fake things. We just took pictures. That's all we did. So, I'm going to give you proper time to look at it. Study it. Proper study it. Guys, proper look at it and study it. I want you to look at it and study it. Hang on. There we go. Proper just study it. I want you to study it. Tell me when you've had enough time studying it. While we wait. Wrong one. There it is. I'll let you study it a minute.
Voices in the static, shadows on the wall, whispers in the darkness, echoes down the hall. Lee's got the stories, Andrea's got the laugh. Together they're the rulers of the ghostly craft. Paranormal view, here to thrill your night. Stories from the grave under eerie lights. King and queen of the spirits, we bring it true. Buckle up for the ride, it's the paranormal silence chills down your spine. Haunted tales unravel beyond the edge of time. These
I think you've had enough of thinking it. So yes, that to me is an inhuman face. Now I'll explain why in a bit. This is the main hall. This is the main hall. It looks like it's holding a pumpkin, doesn't it? It looks like a pumpkin head, but to me, Andrea said it looks like E.T. Tickled me that, but it does. This is the main hall. All the kids would have been eating, when it was an orphanage, all the kids would have been eating their dinner here. Breakfast, dinner, tea. And the sad point about it is, who went to Tesco's? The sad point about it is this went through 3 stages. It went from an orphanage to a hospital to an asylum. Actually, it went from an orphanage to a TB institution for a tiny, tiny amount of time. Then it went to a hospital. Then it went to an asylum. So this is the main hall. The kids would have been eating here. Up here, the head teachers and that would have been stood up here watching the poor kids eat. And it's a shame what them kids went through. Now through here is the toilets. Whew, it's creepy in there. This is Andrea. You can tell Andrea's. There's my mother. There's me. And this is us walking down to, do you know where them stairs are? This is this area. You're going to see... Now, this bit, you're going to see a lot of... how do I put it? A lot of relics and things like that, because Andrea is good at taking relic pictures and really good at that kind of stuff. And I pray she's amazing at it. That's part of the team, yeah. I'm not keeping on that one too long. Now this is one of our pieces of equipment. The Hexcom. It's like the Ovulus, but it's a cheaper version, but it does just the same. These are some of the things that kept coming up, and it all made sense. Every single word made sense. Every single word. You can ask my mum, you can ask Andrea, it all made sense. Yeah, I didn't take my bag everywhere I went. There you go. There's the size difference between me and my mum. And I think it's about the same for me and Andrea as well. I'm tiny. I am tiny. Tiny I am. These are more of Andrea's photos. Look at some of that. You know what I mean? You can see just how old they are. You know what I mean? Yep. Here we go. We're climbing the long descent. The descent into madness. Almost makes me go.
Dead cow stories echo loud.
That's obviously all the people. There was a lot. Trust me. Tiny chair. That is literally a tiny chair. Andrea took a picture of it and went, "Hey, tiny chair." We'd be okay on that. Because we represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. That's, to me, this is a classroom. They say it's not, but to me, it's a classroom. Now, you're going to see all these kind of photos. These weren't left by the kids before anyone says anything. This is to do with the scare attraction. This is all to do with the scare attraction they have. It was left behind. because they use that room. It's interesting, but unfortunately, I have to not lie to you, as I could have easily turned around and said, that's what the kid's drawn. But no, it's to do with the scare attraction. Just like that, that's all to do with the scare attraction. Now, I don't know about this. This could be. I think this is. A lot of this furniture's left behind. 99% of it. But like that, to me, is part of the scare attraction. There's certain things I look at and I'm like, that's not. That was kept behind. I have no idea what that is. So don't ask, because I couldn't tell you. And the reason you see this, like these, is that's to blank out the light for the scare attraction when people are walking through. This is near the Naughty Boys corridor. Yet again, part of the scare attraction. Now this is where the story will go when I'm done with everything. It'll all make sense, trust me. It'll all make sense. All these beds were actually there. That's not part of the scare attraction. That is. But isn't that weird? There's a cross, and yet if you look downstairs on the wall, there's a cross. Very weird. This is what's classed as the Naughty Boys corridor. Yeah, that's bird poop. That's it when the lights are off. Whoa. When the lights went out. This is the basement. Now, this is where I got affected the most. I just felt really angry down there. I was being affected by a certain someone down there. I'm not going to say his name, but I got really, really angry down there. Really angry. Also, Andrea went on a Ouija board down here. She jumped straight on it, bless her. No hesitation from her. She was like, yep. This is if I'm not mistaken, this is going towards that stairwell again. Yes, they have things like this. They are still there from the time era. Now, last time I was there with my mother before we went, me and my mother was on one of these. I was stood on one side, my mother was stood on the other. And it was going on its own, just circling and moving. Really weird. Now, the only gutting thing is they didn't let us in the psychiatric wards, where I really wanted to go into the psychiatric wards because I wanted to redo this and things like that. You know what I mean? That's one of the ones you lift up and there's a slab underneath. I think that's for unalive bodies. See if we can see anything. Nope, I don't see anything. But when looking at all this, you get the feeling for the building and just how eerie it is. Now here you go. Hang on. Let me do something a minute. I can't get out. It won't let me out. Ah, there we go. So, let me do something a minute. Ah, hang on. Yeah, you can all see that anyway, so let's continue. Now, is this the one I think it is? Bear with me. Yeah, there it is. So, I don't think I can slow it down on here. I don't know if I can slow it down. Oop, I'm pressing buttons. But basically, if you watch very carefully, right here, you'll see it. It's like an orb and it dances. Ready? When she looks back. Let's go again. Ready? As she comes, swings back. Boom. See it? It went boom. Very interesting video, this one. Yeah, that's other people walking up the stairs. It was hard to do an invest, really, on our own, because there was that many people around. Yeah, if anyone heard it, Solomon is about to play. There's one. I'll have to mute this one for Solomon. Purely based. But you're getting a look at it now. Don't know if Solomon's still playing. Yeah, but... Nope. Still playing. There's a certain video that's coming up soon, and wow. It's to do with Andrea. That's not it. I know that's not it. Hang on, where was we? Yep, we did that one. Think we just done that one. Yeah, we did. Is this the one I think it is? No, it's not. In case anyone wondering what the purple light is, it's a wildlife camera. Now, what's interesting, you can see me filming. I'm filming. We got some brilliant responses. Don't know what happened. We came to mind before we went on the invest. I took everything that was off this. Everything was working fine. Formatted and everything. Went there. As soon as I started recording, it worked. It was recording. Nothing. Nothing was up. Now, as soon as I've gone to play it back, corrupted file. Now, if I could say the name of the person who was in that building, I think it influenced something. Yeah, we're good. You can hear the sound on this one. Yeah, my mum was freaking at this point. I was still angry at this point. Whatever was affecting me was still around and it was really bothering me. Here we go again. Now watch this. Watch. This has blown my mind. Watch the wall. Here. Up here. Watch. Did anyone catch it? Let's see if I can slow it down. Watch. Boom. There. Green light. There's nothing that could... Now, I thought, could it be that? How? But it's not reflecting ever. It's that one time. Does any kids here? Can you come and say hello? You heard that hi? That was your name. Waiting for it to go to the next video. Ah, here we go. Hang on. Can you come and say hello for us? Is that the same? Yeah, same video. Can you come and say hello? Can you come and say hello for us? There's any kids here? Can you come and say hello? Tell us your name. Now let me just check something a minute, guys. I'll continue playing it, but I'm muting the audio for a minute, and there's a reason why, because I do say the name and I don't want to say it on. I don't want it said on the stream. So let me just check the audio. We was at like 40 seconds, so I can replay it in a sec. It's just said the name. I didn't say it. It said the name on the box, I think. It sounded like it. I've not said it yet. Now, about this point, just before this, about a minute 40, you hear, when I replay it, it says Solomon. Now, it's weird because the Solomon app ain't up, but it says it like I've started the app. It's really weird. I just want to make sure I've not said the name. I just know if I've caught the name, if I've said the name, it could cause a lot of problems. So I'd rather not have the name said on stream. The best way I can explain this, Gina and Isabel will know what I mean. Another team done a whole thing on it, and if you remember, they got in a lot of trouble for it. And one of them was held there. So all I'll say is, don't say it in chat. Don't say who it is. Don't, because I don't want to be associated with that. So I'm just listening to make sure I don't say his name. I should be good to play it, though. I'm not hearing his, not saying his name so far. Yeah, we're good. So you're good to hear it. Now that sounded like it said certainly. Listen. Can you come and say hello for us? Certainly. Certainly. gonna say hello. I'm not gonna say when it says his name either. If you hear it, you hear it, but don't say it in chat if you hear his name. Tell us your name. We're gonna have a lot of lights. Let's listen very carefully. Forward. Like I said, if you do hear the person's name, keep it to yourself and say, yeah, I heard it. You can say, yeah, I heard it in chat, but please do not type it. Please. That's all I ask. If you want to find out who this person was, go on the history. You'll find out. Or ask me in the Discord. Ask me in Discord. If you ask me in the Discord, I'll announce who it is there. But do not put it in chat. Whatever you do, and please just don't put it in chat. That's all I ask. Now listen, Solomon is coming up. Can you show yourself around Andrew? Please tell me you all heard that. It says Solomon clear as day and the app's not even up. Let's play it again. That says Solomon. That's not the person I'm talking about, so I can say Solomon. If I say different names, it's okay to say it's that one name you don't say. But if you listen very carefully, you hear Solomon. And when you hear, it's just weird because the app has to be open to make that noise. Ready? Here it comes again. I just said Solomon.
I thought it did.
And it said it exactly how it sounds on the box. We're here together. Hear it? Let me rewind it. We're here together. We're here together. Let me just make sure on that, because I thought I heard it speak without it being on. Watch, I switch it off and it sounds like it speaks without it being on. Watch. Listen, you hear it again. Listen. Listen. And I know that's not Andrea and my mum. Doesn't sound like them. I'll turn it up so you can hear it even better. Ready? It's like it goes, have you seen that? It might have been, actually. I don't know. It could have been Andrea. It could have been my mum. I'm not sure. I'll speak to them and make sure it weren't them. If it weren't, I'll let you know.
Hot juice.
Now let's get to the next one. Watch my face. Watch my face. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with how many people watch. Let's rewind it a bit and look. The face of not happiness. That is the pure face of not happiness. I said how many people were there. I was like, ugh. Let's watch it one more time.
Carl coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, way too many. Now this is me. They done an experiment. They done that one a smile. They done an experiment where they sent us off on cubicles on our own. Now this woman was in the same vicinity as me, and we both heard footsteps. And you see me sat there, and we heard footsteps. But that's me. So keep your eyes on the bottom one.
You can't tell, aren't you? Yeah. Oh. Because it kind of wavered about then. At the bottom of the screen, then went up.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah?
Spirit, if it's you we can see wandering around a couple of the booths, if you could maybe activate some equipment near where you are, please, that would be great.
And it's on a CCTV camera, so everyone can watch it.
About that before, there was one or a few weeks ago where somebody shot across and had a light shot across the guy followed it. Really
It's at the ending what gets said, it's funny.
I've had some similar but it came across, and then we heard like across to the door, we heard a bang as well. I meant it came back through. Yeah.
That mirror where I was sat, there's something not right with that mirror. Definitely not right with that mirror. I don't, when you say
The
that,
ending
I don't
tickles
do-
me.
Don't do mirrors and I don't do Ouija boards.
Yeah, you said when I took it down there.
Yeah, no, I won't. But there was definitely something kept. You know when you know someone wants to just keep looking at you.
Rolls, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just something not right with that mirror.
Spirits, we've got 4 new patients now that are in need of assessment. The other 4 have been discharged, they've gone.
Go and torment them.
Has anybody got anyone down there they would like me to sacrifice by name?
Lee.
Lee.
Yeah. Bottom left. Bottom left.
Is there anything Lee's particularly scared of?
Nothing.
Nothing. No.
Nothing. He wants something to happen to him.
Hear it? This one's not scared of anything. Ready?
Been discharged, they've gone.
Go and torment them.
Has anybody got anyone down there they would like me to sacrifice by name?
Lee.
Lee.
Yeah. Bottom left. Bottom left.
Is there anything Lee's particularly scared of?
Nothing.
Nothing. No.
Nothing. He wants something to happen to him.
I ain't scared of nothing. No spiders, yes. But when it comes to the spiritual activity, nothing scares me. I could be in a room on my own. That's from Andrea and my mum themselves saying that. Let's listen one more time.
To sacrifice by name?
Lee.
Lee.
Yeah. Bottom left. Bottom left.
Is there anything Lee's particularly scared of?
Nothing.
Nothing. No.
Nothing. He wants something to happen to him.
Yeah. Don't need audio on for this. Well, the coconut's here. So we're nearly, I think we're nearly through with the... I don't know. Please don't say the name. No, it's true. I don't get scared. Andrea, my mum, Andrea can back that up. I've been doing so many investigations. I don't get scared. I've done that many. Now, when it comes to a jump scare on a game, or it comes to spiders, different ball game. Yeah, I'm scared of that. But when it comes to spiritual activity, I'm not scared. I don't get scared. It's just me. That's how I am. Sorry to break the illusion. I don't get scared. Very rare. How many times Andrea's tried jumping out on me and others have tried, and it very rarely works. I don't know if the name gets said. That's what's scaring me right now. Hate them. Hate them. Arachnophobic I am. If it says the name, I'll just have to crop it out. It's simple. So if it accidentally says the name, I will crop it out of the stream. I'll crop that little... I'll just mute that little tiny part out. Now, if this is the footage I think it is, just watch at the end. Watch Andrea at the end. I got bit by a spider. That's why I'm scared. I have got EVPs I have to go through at some point, and I've not started them yet. This is Andrea recording. This is the Queen. The Queen is recording here. Now, the last half an hour is where I'll really... this next... After these are done, I'll talk about everything. I'll go through everything throughout the night. Because we've only got half an hour left. It won't take me half an hour to tell you everything. And how I truly felt about it all. See, you hear me switch the camera on. I was recording, and yet it didn't. It corrupted. Yeah, my mum was whistling to try again a response.
One on the edge of the stairs. All for you to play with.
I can't whistle, by the way, so you know it's not me. This is me whistling. I cannot whistle. Sometimes I'll go, copy me. And I'll look at Andrea and go, babe, do it for me, please. It's true. Now, this is the interesting part. Get ready. Listen very, very carefully. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up yapping. Just listen. Now, Andrea goes into the room on her own. She's on her own completely. I'm setting up. My mum's with me setting up. That's all I'll say. Now, that was me dropping something. That was me dropping something. That's me. What's up?
I don't know, something just looking. Do you hear it?
Let's rewind it. Yeah, again, that's me dropping something. Hear it? To me, it sounds like something gets thrown. Listen again. What's up?
I don't know, something just...
What's up?
I don't know, something just looking... Do you not hear it?
All Andrea can tell you, literally, and when she's next on stream, she'll tell you she don't know what it was. You hear it, but you don't know what it is. So I think the next one... Is this the right one? Hang on, no. Yeah, that's the one. I hope it don't say the name. Please don't say the name. I didn't take the tripod, so I couldn't stand it up. I had to hold it. But me, my mother, and Andrea all took turns recording, and it didn't save anyway. The footsteps are people walking around in the building above us, just so that thingies let you know.
Is anyone here? Can you come and say hello into this box?
Let's go again. Listening.
Is anyone here? Can you come and say hello into this box?
It goes, hello. Might not pick it up loud enough, but just try listening as close as you can.
Is anyone here? Can you come and say hello into this box? Can you say that louder?
Ooh, orb. I never seen that orb. Watch the orb.
Can you say that louder?
Flickering orb next to me. Oh, well done, babe, for catching that. Watch.
Can you say that louder?
It shoots from here and comes down.
Can you say that louder?
Better? See the orb then? Everyone see the flashing orb come past me. Oh, I never noticed that till now.
Can you come and say hello?
By the way, before anyone asks, I'm not bald. I had a haircut. So it makes it look like I'm bald. I had a haircut. I had a haircut the day before. Is that another orb? Hang on, was that another orb? There it is, another orb.
Can you tell us your name?
Thing is, though, yeah, it's noise pollution, I agree. But at the end of the day, I couldn't stop people from coming to that area. It's an event and you're allowed to go wherever you want. So I couldn't stop people, you know what I mean? It's one of them, I want to eventually set a goal. No, I don't. Never mind. But eventually, I've got to set my personal goal to get £2,000 to rent it myself. So it's just us. So yeah, at this minute you can hear a lot of people because they're walking up the stairs. I was like, didn't get fucking. Listen, it goes, I don't like it. Come on. Listen again. You hear that clear as day? I don't like it. Yes, that was me pulling up my pants. The belt broke, so I couldn't properly hold it in place. So every 5 seconds I'm going like that. I do my nutting. Yes, I know our pants looked filthy, but you've got to remember the building's filthy. It's dusty everywhere and everything, so we're going to get dust and all kinds all over us.
Don't leave the light on for you now.
I'm just turning off.
If there's anyone there, can you come forward and say hello?
That's what the spirit box does, though. It has that it has that weird interference noise because it's scanning. It's constantly scanning. So it does have that frequency sound. That's all that is.
Can you tell us your name?
It's because it's trying to go through so many radio stations at once. It's going. It's weird.
Can you walk around?
Andrea, she was amazing. Amazing. So hang on, let me just check something. I did put the videos on here. For some reason it's not showing them. Give me a minute. So these, right, there's three videos. I want you to watch them because this is a wildlife camera. It only triggers when there's something. Now, the beam can't pick us up. The beam can't pick us up. We're too far away for the beam. Now, yes, the people walking up and downstairs, but this is where it gets weird. Just watch.
How old are you?
Watch the next video. Yes, I know it says 23rd of the 2nd, 2022. I didn't set the date on it. I never set dates. So, you've seen the first footage? You've seen this. These are right next to each other. Did you recognise it? How one footage was like that, then it went completely black screen, and then that. I can't explain that. That has also boggled my mind. Now, do I believe it was real or fake? Parts yes, parts no. What we did was, but, like, so, for example, when we were sat down in the building, you started hearing bangs, and I turned around to Andrea when it's already began. You could hear banging, and everyone was sat in a room, and it was coming from other places. Now, as the night went on, there was one in particular bit that kind of boggled my mind, but I'm like, Now, they done this experiment where you have a phone like this, and they had another phone, and they put it in the naughty boys corridor, and then they right next to it, a bit further down the corridor, was a CCTV thing, and they had the other phone, and it was to try seeing if the spirit will talk. Now you could hear breathing, okay, and I clearly heard singing, and I seen a shadow, and I said it. Now, yeah, could be. The singing bit, yeah, I 100% agree. Now, the bit that really did me was they had this bell on a box. It's called the dead bell. The thing kept going off. Now, when we went into that corridor, because they took us into it then and we got locked in the cupboards and everything else, we weren't allowed down where that was. We was nowhere allowed near the bell. Now, when a bell rings, it goes ding. This made like a metallic sound. Like there was a mechanism inside turning. It was going ring, ring, like it was on a timer or a button that they had. That bit I stand by. Now, when we heard the breathing and definitely the singing, the breathing can be interpreted, but the singing, definitely. I definitely stand by that. Not a bad experiment. I'd rather have, like, I can't tell. To me, straight, it was. But it weren't mine and Andrea's bell. You've got to remember this. This is the event company's bell, not ours. Now, when we went into the cupboard, Andrea and my mum went into one, I went into one next door. I'm sat there, and all of a sudden I felt like someone was inside my head pushing, and it was hurting. Then it went into my chest and it started hurting, and I felt like I was vibrating. It was like... Now, the weirdest part about this is I went into like a trance, my trance thing I do. I go into a zone and a trance. And my mum and Andrea were shouting me and I heard them and I didn't respond. They were like, next time say something. But I sat there, and as I opened my eyes, I seen this little boy. But he had black eyes, pure black eyes, but it looked like he had, do you know, like you put makeup on and it has the black big rings. It looked like that, and he went, ah, and came towards me. He was like, didn't scream or anything, just did that and disappeared. And then we got let out the cupboard. Now, at the end of the night, as well, they did a big experiment in the hall. I believe a lot of activity didn't, a lot of the equipment it was certain ones. It was mainly this weird blue and red box they had. It was like a box and it turned either blue or red. And then these two torches that was like facing near me and Andrea and facing the opposite direction, they kept flickering high and low, and then the bell kept going off. Now, I seen someone, one of the team was stood next to another team member, and they was behind us, and I was kind of looking, and I seen them, like, it looked like he passed him something and then walked off, and all this is going on. They don't have a clue what they're doing. I'm going to say this. It's amateur hour. Definitely amateur hour. Definitely. Give me a minute. I'm just putting everything back together. Give me just a second. There we go. Let's put you back here, over here like this. Boom. It's definitely amateur hour. Definitely. Because when I was telling them things and I was like, oh, do, what I was saying was getting dismissed. They didn't seem interested. It seemed like they didn't like that there was veterans there. Seasoners, veterans. They didn't like that there were proper investigators there. Because at the beginning, one thing they said is, how many people's been on a ghost hunt before? And everyone rolls that near enough, everyone raised the hand. And I sat there and I was like, okay, might get somewhere. They might have been on ghost hunts before, but they never investigated. I could tell that a million miles away, all these other guests. But then they went straight into, nothing we do here is fake. And it was like, now this is the big part of the story. They do a scare attraction. Now, at this scare attraction, they do demonic chanting. You've seen all the demonic writing on the wall, Satan and all the crosses and everything else. I think that has opened something, because I didn't feel good at all from minute walking in. I felt oppressive. I felt evilness. I felt anger. The kids were there, but they seemed scared to talk or anything. And when the voices were coming through on that phone, to me, it was imitation. It was something demonic, if that makes sense. Now, in future, I have said, if we go again, we're going to go with another company and try different companies each time until I can afford to take us ourselves. And if I can afford to take us, I want to do a lockdown, full lockdown, overnight, full lockdown. I'd love to do 3 days if I could. I'm personally, I can't speak for my mum and I can't speak for Andrea. I'm 30%. No, I'll go 60-40. No, I'll go 65. 65-35%. It was real. Now, the building's haunted. The building is active. 100%. That is 100%. But what they were doing, the company, was 65-35. They were faking a lot, I could tell. I'm not stupid. I've seen it before, time and time again. Now, things were happening where Andrea was reacting, my mum was reacting, my mum was getting touched and all kinds. I was feeling oppressive. I felt like something was going to take over me. I was just getting really angry because of the one spirit in there that I can't mention the person's name. But I was getting really angry to the point I wanted to, because it was getting me that bad. Now, from there, what we did was 100%. What we was doing was 100% real. Everything you heard and seen and caught, voices, everything, 100%. You know us. But as far as the company goes, 65-35. I've always known this company fake stuff, and I'll stand by that till I am blue in the face. But other from that, good night. We didn't get back till after 5 in the morning. Me and Andrea went knackered. But it was a good night. Overall, it was a good night. I get why they do what they do, because they're trying to attract more people. But it's the wrong way to do it, because you're sitting there and you're going, oh, let's fake stuff. Let's give people a false experience. The reason I went with this company, knowing what they are, is so we could get access to the building, because it was the only ones that was doing it at the time. And it was 70 quid a pop. It weren't cheap. But it's cheaper than paying $2,000. That's the only reason. I weren't going to call the bull, because I didn't want to spoil everyone else's experience. But I sat there, I watched, and I knew what was going on. And I kept whispering it to my mum, and I kept whispering it to Andrea. Like, the first 2 hours, walking around the building, going to different rooms, telling us the history. And most of the time, I'm looking at my mum and Andrea going, leave fucking board now. Leave fucking board. We weren't allowed in the morgue. Apparently the roof caved in. I don't believe that. We were not allowed in the kitchen, which is meant to be highly active with an evil spirit. Why can't we go in that? We weren't allowed to go into the psychiatric bit. Why? Why weren't we allowed to go in certain bits? That's what's confused me. So, on the 1 to 10, are they real or are they fake?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Because people, see, this is the thing, people are gullible. This is where the problem sits. People who don't do it, like me, Andrea, don't see it. They don't understand it. They just say, oh, we're going on a ghost hunt. Where realistically, no, you're not. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you're not. Hang on, why is that not? What's going wrong? Give me a minute. This ain't fitting where I need it to. Give me a minute. Transform, fit to screen. There we go. We're back. We're back. So, yeah, again. Out of here, you fake.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
I know what we did was real. That's all that matters. They can carry on doing what they want to do. I'm not going to try stopping them. They're an events company. I just feel I feel sorry for the people who go. I feel sorry for the investigators themselves, because they should be really wanting to do it. One of them kept making sexual jokes, and it was not appropriate at all. Not towards my partner, not towards my mother, not towards anyone. You could have made my partner and my mum feel uncomfortable. Certain things you don't say. The problem is no one's going to do it right like me and Andrea. That is where the problem sits. Is no one's going to do it like me and Andrea, because me and Andrea is too good. And we're ahead of everyone else. That's where the difference lies. They're all...
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Are you an idiotic investigator? Do you not know how to investigate? Watch how we do it and learn. Now, back to our programming.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
But otherwise, it was a good night. I ain't going to complain. So, yeah. Hope you all enjoyed tonight's stream. I know it's a bit different, showing you videos, footages. This is what I might start doing when we do invests, let you see certain things and things like that, so it makes it fun. If you are new, guys, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. Also, this is the link to our Discord if you would like to join. That is the link to our Discord coming in. And also, if you would like to become a member, boom, there's the links. So, please consider subscribing. It really does help the channel. Also, like the stream. It really does help the channel. I'd be much appreciated if we could get some new subscribers. Welcome, welcome if you are new. At the end of the day, we're only small at the minute. We've only got 57 subscribers. At the end of the day, that'll grow. In time, it'll grow. We're only into, 2 months of doing this. It'll grow and we'll start growing. It just got to catch on, that's all. But yeah, otherwise, really good night. Really enjoyed it. I think Andrea and my mum could tell you the exact same. They enjoyed it, I think. I can't speak for them, but I think they did. So yeah. But yeah, that's what happened at Newsham Park. Now, if you all want to know after stream who the entity was, who's the name I can't mention, or this, that, and the other, please put it in Discord. When I see it, I'll put at everyone and I'll type the name. I'm just not saying it on stream. But if you are new, guys, please consider subscribing. It really, really does help. But yeah, we're back Thursday. I don't know what we're doing yet. I'm not decided on that. I'll figure it out. Not do gaming yet. Give gaming a few weeks now. I haven't got the foggiest yet. I'll have to think of something. Tell you one thing I am going to do on one stream. Might do it on the next stream on top of other things. I'm going to do a top 10, top 5 or top 10 of my favourite paranormal horror movies. And see how many of you guys actually sit there and agree with me on what you would consider the best of all time. I think I'll have to write my list down and do that. Number 1 might surprise a lot of people. Number 5 might really shock a lot of people. But yeah, been a really, really enjoyable stream. I know Thursday last week was a bit slow, and it's because I had a lot on my mind getting everything ready for the invest and everything else. But we're back to the flow. We're back to everything else. Tonight, yeah, not a lot of talking, but it's because I was showing you photos, videos, and everything else. So yeah. Something different, that's what I was thinking. Let you see what we went through and what we enjoyed and the videos and photos we captured. We got some amazing footage. We got great pictures. We got great footage, sound, everything. I've got to go through the EVPs yet and see if we've caught anything on that. If we've caught stuff on that, I will either play them on stream and show you how I do the wavelengths and all that, or I might post them on Discord, or I don't know what I do. I might put them as a short. I don't know. I'll figure that out once I've listened to them. I've not had a chance to listen to them yet. But yeah, please subscribe if you are new. It really, really is appreciated, and it does mean a lot. We've got 8 people watching and it keeps fluctuating to 10, 11. So please subscribe. It's not hard just to press that subscribe button. You know, it really helps. You'll see more content like this. Not just this, you'll see gaming, you'll see reactions, you'll see all kinds. You'll even see live investigations eventually. So why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? It's free to do. It's a brilliant community. We're all friendly. We're all lovely. We welcome you as one of our own. And yeah. See, it's shot up to 10 again. So please subscribe. It really does mean a lot. You'll see a lot more great content like live invests, things like that. Why would you want to miss that? Just please hit it. It really, really is appreciated. But don't forget, guys, me and Andrea are...
We're the king and queen of the strange.
It's true. So yeah, I'll say it one more time. If you are new, guys, please subscribe and like the stream. It really, really does help. There's going to be more brilliant content, more live stream, gaming, reactions, live invests, behind the scenes of stuff. There's going to be maybe next October, maybe a haunt. Go see if we can record around a haunt, going through a scare attraction, see if we can film it. So why would you not want to be a part of that? This is your chance just to go, boop, subscribe, and turn them bells on, and you get everything for free. But yeah, guys, like usual, that time has come. The darkness has fallen upon us. The midnight hour is close at hand, and it's time for us to say goodbye. Until Thursday, guys. I love you all. Been amazing as usual. Until the next one, don't forget, take care, guys. I'll see you all later.
This is in the sky.